Hey guys, I'm Pixel Dan, and this is a review of the Mattel Batman Legacy First Appearance Batman. One thing I really like about the Batman Legacy line is that we get this really wide array of different looks and appearances and characters from the Batman universe. And I always think it's really cool when we get these first appearance type figures. So let's go ahead and dive right in and check Batman out. Now, Batman comes in the standard Batman Legacy blister card packaging. It's a really nice box. It's got some really cool artwork from the original Detective Comics right there on the side. And you can see on the front that, just like the other Batman Legacy figures, a mini poster is included as a free bonus accessory. The back of that box features that same really cool original artwork, along with a description of the original Batman. Alright, now let's take a look at the figure outside of the box. Now what's really cool about this is it's got a really unique sculpt for a Batman figure. This isn't just your regular run-of-the-mill Mattel Batman action figure. There's a lot of really cool stuff going on with this one to make him look like he appeared in the original Detective comic books. You can see the shape of the head is very different than what we're used to seeing. The ears are pointed much more outwards, and he's kind of got that real square jaw going on. He's got this really cool cape. You can see it kind of folds over on his shoulders and really billows out, and it's really nice looking. It's got a great sculpt. It's got an awesome paint job. The back of it is a solid black, while the inside's got this really nice dark blue wash going on. You can also see the way the cape fits around his neck is a little different too, as it kind of works more like a collar. It actually covers his neck all the way across. You notice there's a lot of other differences with the figure as well. The bat logo on the chest is different from the modern logo. You see there's no little bat ears sticking off the top of it. The utility belt is really nice looking, and it is a different design, again, from the more modernized version of the utility belt. And then there's the part of the figure that really stands out the most, and those are the bright purple gloves that he's wearing. Now, personally, I love this. I know it's kind of goofy looking, I know it doesn't really fit in with the character, but there's something about those bright purple gloves that I just really love. They're actually really cool, too, because the sculpt on them is really nice. You can see there's lots of little folds and everything in the gloves, and it's just really cool that Mattel included this detail, because Batman did wear these bright purple gloves during his first appearance and in the original Detective Comics. And of course, Batman wore these purple gloves to avoid leaving fingerprints, so there's a little bit of a history lesson for you there. Now, as far as articulation goes, it's pretty much standard what you'd expect from Mattel's DC Universe Classics stuff. The head is fully posable, can swivel all the way around. The up and down movement is hindered a bit by that collar from the cape. He's got ball-jointed shoulders, which would be able to articulate all the way around if the cape didn't come over his shoulders. That cape is made of kind of a stiffer plastic, so it does hinder the movement of his arms quite a bit. But otherwise, he does have the normal bicep swivels, he's got the single-jointed elbow, he's got swivels at the wrists. He does have the torso cut, allowing him to bend forward and backward a bit. He's got the waist swivel. He's got the thigh cuts that allow his legs to go outward and forward, backward. He's got thigh swivels, single joints in the knees, and then the standard single joints at the ankles. There's no boot cut articulation, there's no rockers in the ankles, but for the most part you get a pretty decent amount of articulation. The cape does hinder some of it a little bit, but you know what? You can still get some pretty good poses out of him, so there's really not a whole lot for me personally to complain about with his articulation. Now, as far as accessories go, the only real things that we get are the Batman stand. This has been pretty typical for all of the single-carded Batman Legacy figures, and I'm personally a big fan of having figure stands with my action figures, so kudos to Mattel on including this. Aside from that, the only other item we get is this little rolled-up mini poster. You unroll it, and it's got a really cool image of the original first appearance of Batman from Detective Comics. It's a cool little freebie, but as I've already complained about before, it's not something I really care about, and honestly, I'm probably just going to toss it off to the side and not really do anything with it. I would have much rather Mattel included some actual accessories for the action figure. This is the same gripe I've had with many of the Batman Legacy figures. If they would have given us any kind of gadgets, maybe some batarangs, or hey, since this is the first appearance 1930s style Batman, why not give him some guns? Yes, I know, guns and Batman don't really go well together, but you know what? Batman originally used guns, and this would have been the perfect figure to include a gun with, so that would have been much cooler than this little mini poster here. Overall, I'm actually pretty happy with this first appearance of Batman figure. Only minor gripes would be, the limited articulation, but again, not too bad. Biggest complaint, of course, is the lack of accessories for the figure. The figure stained is cool, the mini poster just doesn't cut it. I wish Mattel would really invest in giving us some more accessories for these Batman Legacy figures. But the sculpt is terrific, the paint job's really great, and if you're a big Batman fan, I would actually recommend grabbing this one and adding it to your collection. This third wave of Batman Legacy action figures is hitting stores right now, so happy hunting, and until next time.